Okay, so now we have a template set up, and what we're going to do is we're going to use that template to create the rest of the main pages that we've got for this. We've already created the index page for the case studies folder, and what we're going to do now is we're going to create the rest of the pages for the plan that we have in place. So I'm going to go ahead and close this template, and I'm going to use the file new page from template. I'm going to create those, and I'm going to duplicate this a few times. So the first one that I'm going to change is about the garden. And I'm going to save that simply as about. And I'm going to put it in the it's in the case studies folder. Make sure you're putting it in the case studies folder. And I'm just going to call this one about.html. I'm going to save that. The other thing while I'm in here, I'm going to change that title about the community garden, because we want to have unique titles for each of our pages. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. Then I'm going to do another new page. This one will be for the join. Let's just call it join for now. Now the next one's going to be a little bit different, only in that it's going to be inside the projects page. It's going to be the index page. So I'm going to again do a new page here. And this time I'm going inside the projects folder, and I'm doing index.html. Save that. So when we bring up our files section over here, what we now have is we have an index.html file in the projects folder, and I'll close that. We've got the index file in the case studies folder, which is the main case studies page, the main page for the community garden. We've got the about, and we've got the join. Now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and close all of these, just because I want to make sure that I am working in my template. And it's always a good idea to not have any windows open if you're not working on them at that point in time, especially if you're working on a template that's going to change them. So now what I've got here is the ability to make changes to all of those pages. The exception is if I change the template, it's going to push everything out to all those pages, but it won't push out anything that's in the page name or the main content, because those are editable. So anything that I change outside of the editable regions will push to those other pages, but if it's inside, then it will not push. So I can change that all I want, and it's not going to change the content on those pages. So what I want to do, I'm creating the navigation now. So I've got the about the garden, and I'm just going to link to the about page, and then I'm going to select the projects. I'm going to go ahead and make that link, and I'm going to the folder called projects. And then the last one that I'm going to do is link to the join page, and these are just placeholder pages for now, but they are based off of our template. Okay, so I've made those links, and now if I were to go and look at those pages, the links still wouldn't be there, so it's still not there. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. The reason they're not is because I haven't saved this yet. So what I need to do is I need to save this template, and that update template files, what that is it's saying, hey, I've got these 4 documents, HTML documents, that were based on this template. Do you want me to update those? And you always want to update them, because if you do not update them, then that breaks the link between the template and the file, and the content won't be pushed out properly. So I choose update, and it went through and it saved all those pages almost instantly. And so now when I go ahead and close my case studies document, if I go to, let's just go to, I'm going to the index page in the projects, you'll see that the projects page comes up and it's pushed through those changes that I made to the template, and it's done that to all the pages. So now if I save and synchronize all these pages, I should be able to go to my website and be able to look at all those pages. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to choose the case studies folder. I'm going to synchronize that. And then it gives me the list of files that I want to put up. I choose OK, and then let's go look at them in the browser. It's going to take a minute for that to happen. So I get here, I go to my exercises pages, I go to my case study part 1, and you'll notice that it now says home, it now says about the garden projects and join. If I can click on each of those, you'll notice up here it changes to about the community garden, because that's what I put into the title, and the page name that I put in is there. Same thing with projects and join. So by doing that, the navigation has been set up for the site, and any changes that I make to that template that are not inside the editable regions will push out to all those pages. So go ahead and synchronize your site, upload everything, check all your links to make sure everything's working right, and that concludes this part of the case study.